Hey guys, my name is Simeo, and today I'm excited to say that we have finally gotten our very first look at the new map that's coming to Rainbow Six Siege and what we can be expecting with this DLC. And so first of all, the new map looks incredible, at least from a visual standpoint. What makes me even more excited though is that Ubisoft has stated that this is going to be their most competitive map to date. That is a bold statement. Now, the reason I say this is that their last two maps have been very ambitious, but have kind of fallen short within the community. Personally, I don't mind Theme Park all that much, but I think most people would agree that these last two maps have kind of fallen short. And so the idea that this is going to be the most competitive map to date excites me, but I'm a little wary about that praise, especially considering we have some fantastic base maps and also DLC content. One reason why this might be the case is that they've given themselves 6 months to create this. In the past, they were on a 3-month cycle, and to create a well-balanced and laid out map in 3 months couldn't be an easy task. And so by giving themselves a little bit more breathing room by only having 2 new maps every single season, that may have been the amount of time that they needed to actually create something special. One thing I have heard that people are a little bit concerned about with this map though is that they think that it's going to be a spawn peeker's paradise. People assume that because people are out in the wheat fields, that's where you're gonna spawn. And while that might be the case, I would be very surprised if you literally spawn in the middle of a wheat field with no cover whatsoever. I would imagine you're not even going to be able to get into the wheat fields if I had to take a guess. And so we just have to remember that this is a picture. It's promotional art, that's all it's meant to be. And so if Ubisoft is claiming that this is the most competitive map ever, I'd be very, very surprised if they just plop you in the middle of a field. And so all in all, I cannot wait to get my hands on this map. I know that some people might be a bit skeptical about it because if you take a look back at the Year 2 DLC, there was a 6-month period between Coastline and Theme Park. Because Operation Health was a thing, they had to remove one of the maps that was going to be created for that season, and most people, once again, weren't really satisfied with Theme Park, even though they had that 6 months. Personally, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm really crossing my fingers that they've been able to create something fantastic here, especially considering that we've been having to play with Tower these last couple of months. The next thing that they've talked about is that we will be getting our first map buff. Now, if you're not aware of what map buffs are, they announced this a couple of months ago, where they're going to be going on into existing old maps and making some improvements. The first one on their list is Clubhouse. The one big issue with Clubhouse is that really the only competitive objectives are down below in the basement and in the bar. As soon as you make your way upstairs as a defender, it becomes heavily offensive favored. And so the biggest adjustment that they're going to be making to this map is that they're going to be making a connection between the cash room and the master bedroom. This will hopefully finally make this objective a viable option for the defensive team. Not only because I'm assuming that this is just going to give defense more room to hide in, more places to hide in. Right now, as soon as they open up the wall on master bedroom, the only places you can hide is maybe in the bathroom or in the hallway. You can't really be in the objective as an anchor. That's one big flaw with it. But also, this will just give defense hopefully more places to flank around and catch the offensive team by surprise. Another big change that they're making to the map is down below in the bar area. You will notice that the pool room is now its own room. Now, it's difficult to tell how this is going to be impacting a match since we don't have any frame of reference of where the objectives are now going to be located, but I'm hopeful that it is going to be improvements. The final big change is they're going to be giving us one extra way to get down below into the basement. Right now, the only option if you want to go from garage into the basement is to go down that long hallway. It's very difficult to do so because there's really nothing to hide behind. If anyone's defending from there, they're going to be able to take you down no problem whatsoever. And so what it looks like is that that janitor's closet is no longer going to be there, and there's going to be one extra route to make your way down into that blue area. All in all, though, this is probably the one thing with this patch that I am most excited about. Sure, the new map is going to be exciting, but I just cannot wait to see what these map buffs are going to bring and what that actually means for future map buffs on other maps. We also now have confirmation that this new season is also going to be bringing in a new intelligence gadget. If I had to take a guess, it's the new camera that we just tested on the technical test servers. A lot of people are wondering why we didn't get this gadget with the most recent update a couple of days ago. And if I had to take a guess, it's because Ubisoft stated that they weren't going to be doing any major operator overhauls mid-season anymore. This would be a pretty significant change. I really do believe that this gadget is going to significantly change the way that we play the game, and so if I had to take a guess, that would be the reason why. Echo is also getting his buff this next season, where he's going from 1 drone to 2, and also everyone on defense is now going to be able to view his gadget. I know a lot of Echo mains are going to be excited about that update. The season is also going to bring us the drop shot nerf, which is a long time coming. We're no longer going to have to worry about the drop shot meta anymore. I know a lot of people despise that mechanic, and while it's still sort of going to be in the game because you're still going to be able to hit fire people down while you're going from standing to prone, you're no longer going to have that pinpoint-like accuracy and have that massive advantage if you do want to use that tactic. The last major thing that they mentioned is going to be coming with this season is the pick ban system. They don't say it specifically, but if I had to take a guess, this is only going to be available for custom games and the pro scene. If we base it off of what they've said in past interviews, this is something that they're going to be experimenting with over the next couple of months. They may eventually bring it on over into ranked if it's something that they're happy with, but if you were worried that all of a sudden we were going to have a pick ban system in ranked, I don't think that's going to be the case. All in all, though, I cannot wait for the official reveal of all this content on May 19th and 20th. I'm really crossing my fingers that this is going to be a breath of fresh air, especially since this last season has felt like a bit of a misstep, especially with Lion introduced into the game, and I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to hit this one out of the park. Yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I just wanted to make a quick little update to give you an idea of what we can be expecting over the next couple of weeks, and so I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, until tomorrow, have a good one, and take it easy.